Hi, Tom Brannon here, industry analyst with On Convergence. This week, I'm headed to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for IT Expo 2022. I was really excited to be back in Fort Lauderdale for IT Expo. It's been quite a few years since I was here last, so it was exciting to be back to see the keynotes, to help John Arnold with his session that he was leading, the Future of Work Expo, which was really, really interesting. And then obviously the trade show. You've got all these different conferences under one roof. So stick around for my 3 takeaways from IT Expo 2022. For my first takeaway, I want to talk a little bit about the structure of this event. While most people know it as IT Expo, there's actually several events all happening under the umbrella of IT Expo. I'll put a list of them right here, but one of the things that provides is such a diversity of educational sessions, booths down on the booth floor. It's not just limited to a few technologies, it's all of the technologies throughout the IT stack, and having experts from across the spectrum presenting at this event is one of the things that makes it truly unique. My second takeaway has to do with the Future of Work session that was led by my good friend and colleague, John Arnold. This session was particularly interesting because as we talked about the future of work, we did talk about, future technologies such as AR and VR of the panel that I led, but we seemed to be more of a focus on hybrid work and some of the more human resource elements behind that, of how to make that work and how we're working today, how we're going to work in the future. And I was very interested in how it shifted kind of from a technology focus to more of a people focus. How are we going to hire people? How are we going to retain people? I thought these sessions were very, very interesting, and we got a lot of very, very interesting questions from the audience that are struggling with these real world challenges of recruiting and retaining talent. There was a lot of conversation around employee mental health, about providing breaks, providing a yoga during the middle of the day, as Graham Bevington talked about. We kept hearing these stories of these really interesting ways that folks are using wellness with really trying to keep the eye on their employees and their overall happiness at their job, their overall mental health. So this is a trend that does not seem to be going away. One of the panelists said that this is not a fad, that this is going to continue going forward, and I think I certainly hope so. But the Future of Work session, again, absolutely fantastic, really well done, and a lot of great content. For my final takeaway, I just want to say a quick word about my longtime friend and colleague, Phil Edholm, who's retiring at the end of this event. And I've known Phil for many, many years. I looked up to him and admired him from afar when he was the CTO at Nortel and then later on at Avaya. And the fact that I've been able to call him a colleague over these last several years, as well as a friend, has just meant a lot to me personally. If you know Phil, you know he loves to get into it. He loves to talk and debate, and I really treasure those opportunities that we've had to talk about all these various technologies and stuff over the years. And Phil has been a giant in this industry for decades. He's been a giant in the consultant and analyst field, and he will be sorely missed. Phil, congratulations on your retirement. I hope you enjoy it, and hopefully we can stay connected. That's it for this edition of On Convergence. We'll see you next time.